Hello everybody, today we're making mozzarella cheese. So we need citric acid. We are going to use 2 teaspoons because we are doing 2 gallons. And I think for a gallon it's a teaspoon and a half. Could be wrong, everybody uses different measurements. And a cup of water, citric acid and a cup of water. And then rennet. I have rennet tablets. Last time I used 2 because one was almost a fail. So I added another and it worked out. They have it in liquid too. But this one you're gonna do it in one third of water. But then again, I'm using a cup because we are doing 2 gallons. You need pot, something to mold your cheese, and hot water. It's not in there just yet, and a spoon. And I'm gonna use a mold because the last time I twisted it twisted into a big blob, so it can hold it better. Then here we got our milk. 4 gallons that have been sitting out for a while, so now they're at room temperature. It's just easier to doing it one-handed here. It's easier to bring up to temperature when it's at room. I'm splashing everywhere. Okay, so get all 4 gallons in. Turn it on medium. Hopefully the phone doesn't fall in. Medium high and stir. Do not stop stirring. You stop stirring, it will stick at the bottom. Then you will get a fail. So you don't want that. So let me get these in. That's the 3rd gallon going in, or half gallon. So you need a big pot for this. Where's my, there's 8 liters quarts. I don't know, whatever. But it's at the 8 line right there. Doesn't matter. Has nothing to do with it. Okay, so now we're gonna turn it on to about medium high. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna leave you there for a second. Throw all the gallons away. Pretty sure we could recycle them into something. I'll figure it out later. So now it's in there. The pot was a little warm because I washed it up. Oh yeah, we need a temperature. You could use electric temperature gauge. But since I don't have one, we're gonna use a turkey one. Needs to be up to 200 degrees this time. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're gonna do this. A cup here for the acid. We're gonna go a little less on the rennet. Leave it here for a sec so you can see. Rennet tablets going in. That was 1, 2, 3. Let them dissolve really good. My milk hasn't started boiling or cooking yet, so I don't have to worry about this. Should have done this first. So that's what I said, do it first. citric acid powder form, same thing as lemon, limes. So that was 1. We're gonna do 2 because we have 2 gallons in there. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. Let's do the quick mix. Without splashing everywhere, that's why I have cleaning towels. Oh, look at that one is shape. And take our spoon. You could use a wooden spoon, a metal spoon. Today I'm using a plastic spoon. I think we're gonna let the temperature go up to 100. I think it's, you know what? I think it's 100. But we're gonna let it go to 105 or 110. Just because obviously that turkey thermometer starts at 100. But this is where the work comes in. You gotta stand here and turn and make sure you get that middle part in, because it'll stick. And just turn, and because we had it at, the milk was at room temperature, so it'll come up to temperature fast. It should. But then again, it's all trial and error. So let's see how much of this I can record on my phone without it taking up so much memory. Put you here. I'm temping it. I'm already at 100. It's not that clear. Here we go. Okay, this is not working out, so you gotta keep turning and turning because I don't want it to burn. And I'm gonna have to make rice pudding. That's a whole lot of rice pudding. But besides all the turning, at some point after the citric acid is in first, then the rennet goes in. But when you're putting in the rennet, you're getting the milk this way, up and down. Right now it's just turning it and turning it so it doesn't, oh, you almost fell in. So it doesn't burn. I turned my flame down just a little bit. Let's see what our temp is now. So it's easier when the milk is at room temperature. So we're about 110. Fahrenheit. 105. 110. Okay, so we're just about at temperature. See, it's not boiling, it's just warm. Boil, no good. Warm, okay. See? So now what we're gonna do is add in our citric acid. While this is spinning, I'm gonna reach over and go get it. So citric acid is to cut the milk. So see how it's all pretty much dissolved. I'm gonna throw that in. And spin it again. Oh, look, you can see it started to curdle. You look at all the milk chunks. And then give this a look at this already. Make sure it gets in there good. I do it kind of fast so I could get everything. Okay, so now we're gonna let this sit for 10 minutes. I think we're supposed to spin it. But just you see it curdling. I'm gonna turn off our heat. Let it set for 10 minutes. I'm gonna tell timer, Google. Hey Google, set timer for 10 minutes.
See the Christmas?
Then we need a lid. I'm not sure if this is the same lid that I used last time. I don't know, but it works. We'll do it. Let it sit for 10 minutes and let it do its thing. Now I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. Our 10 minutes is up. What is this black spot here? Probably from the lid. I don't know. Take it out. Nothing to worry about. So look at it. It has nice and curdle. So now we're gonna cut the cheese. And I'll show you how.
Oh, you want to see what mine has?
So now we're gonna turn it back on. Right? To a low medium. We're gonna cut it. And I'm using this thing. Or are we not supposed to cut it yet? I don't know. We make mistakes. Whatever. Because how much milk is really curdled. I better cook it a little bit longer. Oh yeah, I don't think we cut it yet, so it didn't solidify. Let me just cook it a little bit longer. And it'll come up to temperature again really fast because it's oven. We'll check its temp. Okay, so the thermometer moved up to about 110, 115. Like you could stick your finger in it, it's not that hot, but that's what 100 is. Now we're gonna get the rennet. I don't know why they just kernel on top, but we're gonna get the rennet and pour it in. I don't think it should fall in. Yeah, it'll fall in. Take it out. So I dissolved the tablets of rennet. See? You pour in a little bit at a time because we're supposed to be moving it. And again, we're getting the bottom. And then pouring it straight like in the middle, but I want to make sure we get everything. And I poured it in 3 sections. I don't think it really matters. I don't know. And put some milk in my bowl so I could get the rest of it. And I think we stir for like 5 minutes again. Making sure it all gets in there. You want to make sure the rennet gets to the bottom, to all the milk. I know I was told to do it this way, but I figured if you do it fast, side to side, it should get everything. And the stove is still on. So now we can turn it off. Let's turn off the stove because we don't want to overcook it. Remember, your pot is still hot, so you should be good. And I believe we do let it set for another 10 minutes. I think it should be all mixed in. What do you guys think? So we'll let it sit maybe 10 minutes. And go be a referee for the parrots because they're over there they're fighting. And when we come back, it should look like jello. You won't be able to push down on it. Kind of, sort of. And it'll be all separated. So we'll be back. 10 minutes. Let us sit. Back to our cheese. Our 10 minutes is up. Let's see what's going on. Let's give it a poke. It has not curdled. I'm thinking I should have added another rennet, because I only put 2 tablets in to like 2 gallons of milk. It should have been like jello. There's a fail. Let me fix this. So this was 2 more tablespoons of citric acid, curdled up really fast. So now what we're gonna do is take it out and start twisting it, and I'll show you that. So now, I forgot we do need a colander bowl to catch this. Just until we can. My hands are clean, it's not hot. You can get that away and roll it back in from the bottom.
I'll make something.
Catch all the stuff in the cup. It's a messy job. Get it all straightened out really good. Put it up there and it all over the floor. So 2 big pots would have helped, but that would have been a whole lot of pots. Then it turns into this. We need our mixing bowl. Throw that over there. And here. Oh, we need our hot water. It's a little hot. So while that's heating up, this is what our cheese looks like. So we're gonna squeeze out extra moisture. So this is about 2 pounds of cheese, because out of every gallon you get a pound, and you end up go all this way. It's up to about here away. It's a whole lot of, save it for the dogs, for the cats. To make stuff out of it. So, I don't know if we can use the same bowl. No. That's the moisture you're sucking out of there, so we're not going to use the same bowl. Okay, this is hot gas water. Oh shit, it's really hot. It's only supposed to be about 200. So we're gonna temp this at over 200, I think. So we just drop our cheese in, and it's gonna melt it so you can mold it. Of course, because I can't handle that heat. It's 200. We're gonna get a handy dandy spoon. And turn it. Oh, you need salt too. I don't know. I used Redmond's salt. I used regular table salt. But today we're gonna use Himalayan salt. Which, you know what? We should have put that in the water. We're gonna use pink Himalayan salt for this. Oh, okay, open it. Which you could be generous with the salt.
It's tail. It's a bird tail.
Because it comes out really flavorless, that my critics have told me. So we're supposed to be squeezing out all the, or making it stick together. But since I can't do it with my hands, because it's too hot, still. You turn it and squeeze it like a pizza. I can't do because it's hot. So we're going to throw it in here. Okay. See how it got stringy already? You could do it into a ball. But
Get rid of all the colors.
we're gonna, oh, it's not ball time yet. Just fold it over. And then fold it over. And this dipping in the water is supposed to be 3 times. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. You see how it's coming out? But our friends here, like, you put it back in so it could pick up some salt. Usually you put the salt on there, but I wanted to get everything. And of course, you're supposed to be doing this with your hands, but I can't handle all that 200-degree water yet. You're melting it. The point of the hot water is to melt it down again so you can work it. Work it, girl. See how it got stringy again? And again, you're rolling into a pizza crust-like shape. It's not looking like it, but you get it right. Gonna melt it one more time. I lost count on how many times I've, what is it, twice, 2, 3 times? Do the fold over method. I don't think it really matters because the way you set it is the way it's gonna stay. So the last time I did a twisty and it looked like a big blob. The other time I did a obviously a mozzarella ball and it was really, it stayed a ball. This one, we're just gonna put it on mold. Look at both. Cheese is cheese. You're gonna eat it. And it'll go all melty again. Get all that excess water out. Get all the salt into everything. Guess I'm gonna fold it over. And turn it into a ball. And it's ready to eat already. This should be good for the plants or something, I don't know, for the dirt, animals, cats. But I will do something with it so we don't get people all upset. Why'd I throw it away? So see how it turned into this cute little ball here? And there you go, homemade mozzarella cheese. Ready to eat. You don't have to let it age like, well, you could stretch it, but we're not gonna do any of that. I'm gonna leave it as it is. There's a little mold that it's gonna mold into because I tried to be perfect, but it wasn't. So now it looks like a really cool cheese ball. There you go. There you have it, guys. Let me show you the other ones I made. You can keep it in the fridge. I'm not sure how long they're good for, but obviously you can eat them. This was my perfect mozzarella ball. This one was supposedly in my twisty Thai one, but they molded into the blob. And this is queso fresco. This is a whole nother story. It's like enchilada on the outside, so it's like that cheese that they put on corn. Tastes mighty yummy. And again, all this is keto friendly. Obviously, cheese is, you know, it's not processed. Doesn't got bad stuff in there. But there you have it, people. There's my cheese for today. My kids will come and make fried cheese. You can use this as pizza cheese. Well, obviously it's mozzarella. Or eat it just like that. We're gonna let it sit for a minute in there, a little while, and then eat. Well, I hope you guys liked it and all the mess I made. Give me a like, subscribe. If you have any questions, just leave it down at the comments. And I'll leave the recipe in written, just in case I missed something. But yeah, see you next time.